Hello everybody, just getting the old camera ready to see if we can have a steam by of these coaches. So you can put on the station somewhere. Let's have a look. I reckon just there. We'll see how that goes. I will swap the wheels on then coaches. They're a bit plasticky and they're struggling a little bit, but we'll get it sorted. There's the old lineup of the engines down there now. Seem a lot better now. Look pretty good, don't they? Look pretty darn good. As I said before, I had to really do the track up and over ballast it. Two reasons. One, it's an outside layout, so I wanted to actually make sure the track don't warp. It's just there's a thing you got to worry about. And also, these two sections here got a bit of a history with them. I don't know if you remember a series called Toy Stories, which was done by James May from Top Gear fame. When he tried to get the Flying Scotsman along a 10-mile track, but in model. Well, that section there, that one there, and those two there are actually from that that day. And I've also underneath the tunnel there is all that track. So all the way running from that side, all the way down, and here is actually from the Top Gear track day. It was from the supplier that actually supplied James May with all the rail. Then the unfortunate thing was it's Hornby track, and believe it or not, when I started to actually put it down, and I had only a limited time to do this because my father was ill, and I wanted to get it done just in case anything happened. But obviously it didn't, thank God. But you know, I wanted to get this finished. The rails here started to come away from the sleepers. Absolutely shocking. You know, again, Hornby track, it's, you know, they really should know better by now. I mean, they've been doing this for like, what, 30, 40, 50 odd years, and they still can't produce decent track, and it's absolutely shocking, it really is. The rest of it, luckily, is all Pico Code 100. But just those two sections odd here, because I couldn't find any of the Pico set track that was actually non-flexible. I wanted non-flexible on here. Again, to stop any warping and this, that and the other. But to say like it's Hornby track, I'm afraid, sorry, but it's bloody garbage. But there's part of it there. I chopped the bleeder up because it's absolutely that bad. But in one respect, it actually made it look like a bit more realistic. I had to go down the sides there, obviously, make sure the coaches and trains have got the clearance. But as you just heard on there, some of them Lima ones, their flanges on their wheels just catch every now and again, so I might have to just go down with a scalpel or a small knife and just run that along there again just to make sure they do have clearance. I mean, the mainline ones are fine, they miss it every time and do the Batman. But I think the Hornby and the Lima must have slightly longer flanges on the actual wheels, and they're just catching the stones every now and again, so that's something to keep me occupied through the summertime. Luckily there's only this section along here, all the way along the other side of the layout, because underneath the tunnel it's so clear, there's nothing underneath that. Oh, look at that, a derailment! Ah, look at that. I thought I heard it coming off the track. Little beggar. Don't like being double-headed, they don't, with a small engine and a tender. Especially when they start to jump and it starts to push them off. But yeah, this is all solid. As I said before, this is all that Medrock. Really good stuff. I tell you, if you're modelling a new layout, Medrock all the way. All this lot along here, it's absolutely solid. It's, you know, it's absolutely rock hard. It's really good stuff, and within like half an hour I was painting this. You know, I laid it down, bits of old newspaper, and supported it with some wood strips, and so within half an hour it was bloody set. Brilliant stuff. I would like to acknowledge a few thank yous to David Hayward, sorry, and YouTube, and his excellent loft layout, absolute inspiration. I'd like to really thank him a lot. And also I think it's is it Chams 123, also on YouTube. The Trying Man, you'll know who I mean. He's a lovely man. Yeah, I've asked him a few questions about my trying trains and a few other bits and bobs. Very helpful. They both have been inspirational. So I'd like to put a big word and say thank you for them. You know, your layouts are absolutely brilliant. I've got to be honest, especially David's. It's incredible loft layout. Please, you know, do have a look out for that layout. It is incredible, I must admit. I know the man is ill at the moment, so I do wish him all the best. But I say, like, his layout's gorgeous. And say with this one here, I'll try my best and see how we can do it a bit better. Hopefully, get some more bits and bobs done to it this year. Get some more wood in there, I think, as well. A few little bits and bobs I've got to do now. I've got to touch up round here, like with obviously the wood's warped with age. I've got to put a bit of paint down there and I might put some bushes up around there actually. Put a few bushes around there, that'll hold that up. If you're wondering about that piece over there, that's where some scoundrel tried to get into the actual shed. But luckily the whole door held fast. And I've now put some other extra bits and bobs in there, which I won't say online obviously, for security reasons, but there is adequate security now. But to say, the bastards tried to get in, but luckily I don't keep any of the actual stock in here. It's just the actual layout itself, so basically, you know, don't bother. I will be doing some more of the detailing on some of these down here. But again, it's just time. Unfortunately, I work 6 till 4, so you get the night times to do these bits and bobs in. A lot of the actual buildings themselves are all Scaledale or Metcalfe. Like these here, these locks. It's actually 2 locks there of the Scaledale series. One there and the other one up there. The end one I just built up with some wood and an N-gauge tunnel mouth just down there. The rest of it's all either ratio little fences or pico fencing, or odds of scraps from bits and bobs. I mean, over here, all this pipe work here, that's a tank wheel again. That's the actual pieces, actual plastic that surrounds the models going across there. I couldn't think of anything to put over that tunnel mouth, so I thought, sod it. So there's a torpedo there, as you can see. It's a good little gas canister. So you got a torpedo, you got some old bits of plane kits and a few other bits and bobs. Just add a little bit of extra, you know, fun to the layout. Now the actual mixture of this is not just a single scatter. There's about 20 different scatterings on this, and there's all different types as well. When I made it, I've done a first layer of green, then brown, then another green, and then just kept building it up and up and up and up and up. Then I mixed a load up, put it in clumps and stuck it all down as clumps. So hopefully it looks quite realistic as well. The snow is Warhammer, the Warhammer 4000 D&D type snow that they use. And I put some of that on the actual lakes as well, make it look a bit more like it's frosted. So yeah, it's quite good. Along here, I was going to put in a tramway, but it didn't work out. So that's why I got the lake for here. But underneath this tunnel, there's actually a hidden fiddle yard, which is still there. I kept it in there. just for emergencies basically. There's about three tracks in there. So there you go. I will put the air pits coaches on next before we go in, because it's getting a bit cold outside, I must admit. So back in a tick.